It's currently 1:10 in the morning and we are about to leave to go to fly to Lukla to start our Everest Base Camp trek, and we are very nervous. I'm more nervous for the flight than anything.
I'm excited.
Charlie's excited, I'm nervous. I feel like once I get on the ground in Lukla I'll be feeling better, but we have our hiking packs, better stuff's full, and then we have our kits with the rest of our hiking stuff, and I just can't believe it's actually here. We are about an hour and a half into our drive, and we're losing people.
Yeah, people are dropping like flies to car motion sickness.
It's pretty bad. It's a pretty rough drive. I get pretty car sick, so I'm in the back and I'm feeling it, but I'm not the worst. We've got some airplane barf bags, and these are our restroom stops right now. It's rough out here.
It's rough out here.
How you doing?
You're bad in there? Like really bad?
All right, we just got out of the car and we got to the airport, and these planes are so scary, tiny. It's actually horrifying. You can see one behind me. That's what we're flying. This is the most dangerous airport in the world, the most dangerous flight in the world, and I'm a little nervous. The air quality here is pretty bad, so we're wearing masks just to make sure we're all healthy for our trek. They're weighing our stuff right now. Our bag has to be under 5 kilos, and mine was 4.5. After pretty much 10 hours of waiting, we finally are up next for our flight. It's been a rush. They literally just took off like 6 planes in like no time. They like boarded the people, and it was like 2 minutes later they were taking off.
Bam, 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 back to back to back.
So I think we're next. We've been cheering on all the planes. And we're ready to actually get on the ground. But it is now like 4 p.m. and we still have 6 miles to hike today. We've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is a rough first start to our trek. Alright, so basically what happened today is our flight got delayed, like 11 hours? We were at the airport.
Oh, I look so scary. Well, I just filmed like this and didn't think twice.
And we ended up being the last flight out. They got us out, and it was an okay flight. It was a little scary, but now we have to hike to our stop for the night, so we're still on track. So we're hiking 4 hours. We're about 2 hours in. We're all feeling good, but it is pitch black, so we have this light. That dog keeps barking at us. The trails are empty. Everybody's in bed. And we have had currently to eat today, I think all everyone's had is a pack of Doritos. I've had a protein bar and a Snickers bar and a little piece of beef jerky. So Dakota had an egg and had food poisoning this morning and was so ill. So it's been a little rough out here, but we're having a good time. How are we feeling? How's morale?
Before that jerky, 6 out of 10. After that jerky, 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Dad, for making the jerky.
Before that jerky, 10 out of 10. After that jerky, none, since they didn't share their jerky with me.
It's a hot commodity. Whoa, it's a little bouncy. Just got to our tea hut for the night, and we are feeling very tired. Mom, how do you feel?
Awful.
It's been a rough day. I don't think anybody has had a single meal today, actually. And so we're pretty tired. We're ready to eat some food and go to bed. And I think they pushed us a little bit further today, so we have a little bit easier day tomorrow, because tomorrow is a long day of really hard hiking uphill for like 2 hours straight. So they're trying to get us set, even though our circumstances are not super great. But honey lemon ginger tea, which is supposed to help with altitude sickness. We started at 1,000 feet earlier today, and now we're at like 8,000 something. So we gained some elevation today. We all look scary. How's your food?
It could be anything right now.
I think it's the best food I've ever tasted.
Like genuinely. Genuinely,
right there.
genuinely,
Gordon Ramsay.
this is the best thing I've ever put on my mouth.
Okay, here's our first tea house room. It's luxury. Here's our beds. It's supposed to get down to 18 degrees tonight, so we're dressed and warm, and we have to be up at 8:30 tomorrow for our hard day of hiking. Well, we changed into our sleeping outfits, which consists of a merino wool base layer on top and bottom, and then a fleece and another fleece on our pants, extra thick merino wool socks, and then we'll sleep in our sleeping bags. So we're pretty set for tonight, and we are so tired. We're gonna go to bed right now. So see you in the morning. We're off. We hit the trails. Today we have a very hard day of hiking. We have basically 3 hours before lunch and then 3 hours after lunch, but the 3 hours after lunch are straight uphill. And we actually end on that ridge. So it's a little daunting to see that mountain because that seems so far away. I'm just trying to focus on this path right now.
dry.
How you doing? I'm doing all right so far today. So far, she's good. We made it to our first restroom stop. My skin is crazy right now from my mask. I didn't even see that. But here's our view right now. It's pretty crazy. We're just filming a bunch of TikToks.
This is me before the Everest Base Camp trip.
I am going to base camp! Woo!
That was the energy we needed. All right, we've now been trekking for about 2.5 hours today. I feel like it's hard, but it's weird because it's like hard while I'm walking, but then I sit down and I can like recover and then I'm fine. But the stair, it's definitely steeper than I thought, and I wish I did more Stairmaster because it's basically just stairs. I wonder how many flights of stairs we've climbed already.
Oh, a lot.
Probably a lot. Yeah, they have something called the Nepalese flat here, which means the flat means like going up and then going down. So we're basically hiking down and then hiking back up and hiking back down and hiking back up. So it's a lot of change in movement, but it's exhausting still. All right, so we're right there and we end right there. That's base camp.
116. Yeah, I wonder what mine is.
It's now raining. We're getting wet and we're hiking 2 hours straight uphill. And there's a bridge we're about to cross. It's great out here. We're now trekking across Hillary Bridge, which is a really famous bridge. It's incredibly high up and it is so beautiful. Like pictures don't even do it justice. After 8 hours and 15 minutes of hiking, we've gained about 3,000 feet today. We're exhausted. We finally hit Namche. Pictures and videos do not do it justice. We've got all these peaks behind me. I don't know if you can see them that well.
After that long day, like this is just,
It's so worth it.
this is just like, I almost cried.
Yeah,
Like,
we did almost cry. We made it. Hallelujah. Good morning, everybody. It's officially day three? Day 3 of hiking. Today we're in Namche Bazaar and it's an acclimation day. The point of this is to hike you up and then hike you back down and you sleep at that lower altitude. But it basically helps prevent getting altitude sickness. So what are we, we're hiking 4 hours? 4 hours, yeah. And like 1,500 feet. So it's like a rest day, but like not a rest day at the same time because we're still hiking. At this point, a lot of us have lost our appetites, but we're trying to force ourselves to eat just to not get sick.
Fuel our bodies, keep us going.
We're feeling good, just
Good, very good.
a little sore. We hiked up to our first viewpoint, which essentially is a peak viewpoint where we can see literally Mount Everest, which is that one right there. It looks shorter than the other ones because it's so far away, but it's unreal up here. We can see so many different mountains.
We have a long way to go still.
Yeah.
Like, that is so far away.
When you see it, it's daunting. And we can finally see the trail that we're going up today. We hike up this all the way up there, and that's an airport that we're going to go to. And then on the other side of it is a thing called Hotel Everest, where there's supposed to be really cool views of Everest. It's just a little cloudy today, so our Sherpa's like, I don't know if we'll go yet. We'll decide at the airport.
We couldn't really see peaks, and we put our sunglasses on. We're like, holy cow, look at all these peaks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's dusty, so we have our buffs and our sunglasses to protect our eyes. Got my camera, I'm shooting a bunch of pictures on, so check out my Instagram. There's gonna be a ton of pictures over there. We made it to the airport up here. It's kind of right behind us. Unfortunately, it is super cloudy, and so we wouldn't get the view at Everest View Hotel. So I think we're about splitting in our group. Half of us are going up and half of us are going down. And me and Charlie are going down. We're going down. Trying to save our energy. Just walking around Namche Bazaar is like so tough.
Workout.
So we're good for acclimatization. We got the height that we needed. We're actually sleeping at this height tomorrow. So we're set. Mom, you're going down? We're good? Down? I think so. These three crazies are going up.
Up, up.
Let's go down backwards.
After today.
So as a treat for working so hard, our Sherpa brought us to a cafe that is safe because a lot of the bakeries here will make you sick. His friend owns this one, and we got some chocolate cake, and this is it. Chocolate cake, hot chocolate. Got a brownie, carrot cake, and this is hitting pretty hard right now.
Next time trying yak cheese. Well, actually, I feel like I've had yak cheese before, if we're being honest.
Try it, Ty.
It's good.
I shall.
Tastes like regular cheese. Yeah.
Where's the flavor?
Today it is day 4. I think we're all feeling good because of our acclimation day yesterday. My oxygen levels actually went up yesterday because of our acclimation day, but our bodies are definitely feeling tired. This morning for breakfast we have cornflakes, but in order for us to be able to drink the milk, they have to boil it for like 30 minutes, so it's steaming milk. Steamy cornflakes. Which is awesome.
No, you can literally see the steam.
Yeah, no,
You can literally see the
steamy
steam.
cornflakes. Yep, steamy cornflakes. So our bags travel on yaks. So they carry them up the mountain for us, which is kind of awesome.
Till break of day. The heart and the past.
We found out we're eating lunch down there, and then we go up, 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 below the trail, and we sleep there. Hello, hi, it's me from the future, because I feel like I just have to emphasize how hard this day of trekking was, because I just didn't do a good job in this video. The hard part about the Everest Base Camp trek is that you are constantly going up and down, and you will hike up like 1,000 feet and then lose all that progress and have to do it again in the same day. So today we've already been trekking for 3 hours and we've gained 1,000 feet, but you can see that we're gonna go all the way down to go eat lunch, losing that 1,000 feet of progress we've made already today, and then after lunch have to climb back up 1,600 feet in less than 1.5 miles to get to where we're sleeping for tonight. This day was the worst, and honestly, almost everybody in our group swears it was the hardest. A little scary to see. We're about halfway through our hike for the day, and I just love this sign that says, if we kept walking, Everest Base Camp is 21-hour walk from here. Not sure if that's encouraging or not.
Changing colors more often than not. Same old rising looks different to you. Breaking silence.
Coming into the rest stop.
my gosh. One of the hardest hikes ever of my life. I finally made it to this monastery. We're kind of hanging out here, and then we hiked 25 minutes downhill to get to where we're sleeping tonight. Ooh. And I could literally sob. When I saw the sign that this was here, I actually almost shed a tear. And that's real. There's this sign right here that says, "Don't go near the black yak," with a picture so you can identify him. He's right there. Ain't nobody going near him. We made it to our stop for the night in Diboche. The towns are getting smaller and smaller. All right, we got to our tea house for the night, and we got our dinner, which it looks like it's vegetable soup and French fries. I think they've learned that we like potatoes.
Yeah,
because they try
I
to
love
give
potatoes.
They try to give them to us for every meal. Something about the altitude, you just don't feel as hungry. So I think they're learning like whatever we want to eat, they're gonna give to us, which is a lot of potatoes and French fries. It's day 5. We just woke up. I definitely think people are feeling tired and more sore,
Woke up
exhausted.
to snow on the ground.
And yeah, it's cold. And if you don't believe me, look outside. There's Ty.
Get out there. Let's build a snowman.
Weather's getting worse and worse. That's Amu Dablon, the most technical climb in the entire world right there. It's crazy. So we're hiking and we just have the most incredible views right now behind us of just these massive glaciers. We're all just like in awe. It's incredible. Today we're starting at like 12,300 feet and we go above 14,000, which means we are above tree level. So it's so cold and there's not enough oxygen, so nothing basically lives, which is kind of crazy. My dad hiked Mount Rainier and the height of that was about, what, 14,000? So today we're about to bypass his record and I'm ready to send him a text saying, haha, I beat you.
Okay. Jump, jump.
We made it! We made it! Oh, you beat us! You beat us here, Niels! Alright, we just got to our stop for the night. Today's trekking was a little intense. I feel like the day itself isn't hard, but it's hard doing it back to back to back to back to back. Personally, I felt like yesterday for me was a lot harder. I was like feeling a little tiny bit sick. They say the altitude sickness, like with the altitude, it's very normal to get a small headache or a small like nausea and stuff like that. You just don't want to feel it all at the same time. And I definitely was feeling a little nauseous, which made it harder to hike yesterday. But today I was feeling much, much better. So I feel like today was a better hiking day for me, but we're just like exhausted. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. It's just, you get exhausted and the air gets thin, so you can't breathe as well. So then you're not really talking. So then the group camaraderie isn't there, and it's definitely a tough trek. But we got to our place. This is our tea hut for the night. We have our beds, little zebra blankets that they gave us. It's pretty cold. The town itself is so quiet. I don't think I've ever been in a place this quiet in my life. We are now above the tree level, so we're so cold, not enough oxygen that no plants grow here really. And we're at 14,200 feet, so pretty high up in the air. We all changed, we do wipe showers, and then we change. And then we go back in the group room where they have fire, so it's a little bit warmer, and we're gonna play some games tonight. Day 5, we just got served Del Bot for dinner. This is how it feels.
I don't want to smell it. I want to eat it. I'm too picky, I guess.
Yeah, too much Del Bot.
What I would do for Chick-fil-A or anything right now. I would hike 10 miles right now for Chick-fil-A. I don't want to hike.
Hey. Yeah. Was sleeping in these studios and waking up at 7, took the train to college.
I just woke up early this morning, decided to come outside, and literally walked out to this view.
Coming in once I checked the Sonics, bank accounts emptied out, I had to thug it out. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. If they don't credit me, I'm checking out. These raps are just the thoughts I always stress about. My only way to let them out. They compare me to
It's day 6 of our hike. We are currently in Deboche. Where are we? Dingboche. They all sound the same. It's an acclimation day, and that means we have to hike up and then hike back down to not get sick for the rest of the days. So we're currently scaling this mountain. We go up, 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 up to over 15,000 feet, which is higher than any spot in the continental United States, which is crazy. But we're feeling pretty good.
These are good though.
Feeling great.
The air's a little thin up here.
Just keeping a steady pace.
Yeah, we just have to walk really slow.
I made a living off of slinging these words, so there's no limits onto what I deserve. If you play me, then it's not my concern. Larry David, you get kicked to the curb. Need me a ring, even if I have to travel to the middle of earth. I always been a man of my word. You don't even keep your word to your mans. Probably tweaking off the perks.
So we've officially crossed 15,000. Now we have to sit and wait for our bodies to acclimate, and then we hike back down. But officially now we are higher than the Matterhorn, which is crazy. We just have 360 views.
Other guys turn to frauds in my eyes. Times were tough, but we ain't changing the side. Not every angel has to die. Some of us still alive. We gotta fly. I wasn't fine, but I'm always showing up on time. Put that on mine. Hey, been through the grind since my hands was to the sky. Hey, I wasn't fine, but I'm always showing up on time. Put that on mine.
So to explain a little bit about the water situation up here, we have to be drinking like 5 to 6 liters of water a day to help prevent altitude sickness, but the water is not safe to drink. You can either buy water bottles, but they get more expensive as you go up the mountain, or you can use these chlorine tablets, and that's what we used most of the time. So here I'm showing kind of my process of doing that.
Tour. So there's 2 rooms per pod. Here's mine and Charlie's room. These walls are literally plywood. There's our bed. It's a mess right now. We're packing. Our bathroom. There's no seat, which this is an upgrade from the hole in the floor, but it doesn't flush. You basically have to take this bucket right here and scoop out water from this bin and pour it in there like 6 times, and it still never works. So yeah, this is awesome.
That's only one pocket.
It's only one pop. We should have been videoing this.
He's lugging this around all day long. It's now day 7, right? Day 7 of hiking, I think. Today we're hiking from Dingboche to Loboche. We've been warned that Loboche is a lot smaller, a lot more scarce resources, so we're prepping ourselves for that.
Outdoor bathrooms.
Outdoor bathrooms, yeah. It should be a little bit of an easier hike today. Easier. By easier, I still need 5 to 6. What is happening? As we get higher and higher, the food gets more and more bland. Breakfast this morning is literally an egg and a tortilla. Yeah, we also all sat outside for a little bit, and we've been putting a ton of sunscreen on, but we're just so close to the sun we get burnt. And our hands are burnt too, which is crazy.
They're just delirious. We're trekking, and it's just so crazy because it feels like a whole other planet right now. We're up above the tree line, so it's mostly just dirt and rocks, and then these giant mountains. We're literally in a cloud right now, and it's freezing. We're currently walking down like a giant bouldery river. It just feels like we're on a different planet right now. We're now a 9-hour walk from Everest Base Camp. We finally made it to lunch. We were supposed to get here at noon and it's 10:40, so we must be walking pretty fast. We're all feeling a little short on breath today. It's also really cold. So I think at this point we're just trying to get to our tea house for the night because tomorrow is when we hit base camp. We know it's gonna be a really long day, so we'd rather have the break today. But yeah, I feel a little bit congested. A little bit in my throat. It's just getting cold. We're going all the way up there. And we're tired. We just stopped for a break. We're about halfway, maybe a third of the way up this giant hill that we have to climb. And it is hard to breathe. But here's the view. So we just made it up the hardest hike of my entire life. Brooklyn, that was so hard. And he said that it usually takes these groups 2.5 hours to do it, and we just did it in 50 minutes.
Why though?
I don't know.
Why did we?
I don't know. I don't know why. It was so hard. Now we have to sit here for 30 minutes to acclimatize before we can go down. Oh, we've been hiking so much today. We crossed 15,600 feet though.
Good. I just 15,600.
I think that's what he said, yeah. 15,600 feet. You're such a cute baby. We made it to Loboche. 6-hour walk to Everest Base Camp. We're so close. We finally made it to our stop for the night, and we're all feeling pretty beat, but our Sherpa brought out popcorn. Best surprise ever. Delbot, how do we feel?
How do we feel?
Is that you?
We feel great.
We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it.
Good morning. It is day 8, I believe, which is base camp day. We woke up this morning and we're freezing. It's so cold I can see my breath. Our window is literally iced over on the inside, not on the outside. We have a long day of trekking ahead, like 9 to 10 hours. They say that this is the hardest day, but we're just trying to get to base camp. Breakfast this morning consists of porridge and hard-boiled eggs. Dakota, not doing the eggs.
Nope. Still no eggs.
We're just getting the same kind of food over and over again, which is good because it's good for us. But we're definitely ready for a new taste. Alright, that's where we're going. Over there. It's nice and cold out here.
Every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. Not so.
Made it at the top of this mountain. It's snowy, so it's kind of slippery. We are literally scaling a mountain right now. But we get all the way up here, It's 16,800 something feet. And then we go down, and then we go back up again.
You will be the last one I think about.
You can see base camp right there. That's awesome. It's our first peak of Everest, right there. Still pretty far away, but pretty crazy that we're seeing it in person. 17,000 feet. Having a hard time breathing. I got it. We're about to stop for lunch. Right down there. This trek is no joke. Yeah.
I saw you walking the light.
We're slowly starting. We just finished lunch and now we have another 3 hours until we have base camp. Yay! We just had the most incredible views. I feel like I've said that 10 million times, but it's true every time. We're about 20 minutes from Everest Base Camp and we can see Everest right there. That's about the best view you can get of Everest unless you're actually hiking it. What's crazy is it looks a lot shorter than the other peaks, but it's just because it's so far away.
Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
After 9 days of trekking, we finally made it. We're here. Woo! 10 out of 10 of us made it. Here's the Everest Rock. Base camp's back there. I just can't believe we did it. We just took a bunch of pictures. I'm out of breath now just from literally walking around. But we're celebrating with a Snickers bar. That's the only thing that they sell up here, and so we've become addicts.
Snickers have become our favorite. I've already downed mine.
So we're just enjoying the views. Clouds are starting to roll in. We got incredible weather.
So glad we got here before the clouds.
Yeah, we are very relieved. Some of us are even crying. We're so relieved that we made it. From here, we have to go trek back to Gorkashep, which is about 3 hours away. We're all feeling so beat that we're just taking it one step at a time. Well, we finally made it to Everest Base Camp today. We were supposed to wake up and go to Kalapatar in the morning, but the weather isn't looking great, so our Sherpas were like, yeah, you can go, you cannot go. I actually, in the last part of my hike, started feeling pretty sick. Honestly, pretty horrible. Probably the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. I believe it's altitude sickness. So there's 2 ways you can get out of Everest Base Camp. You can either hike back down, which takes about 3 days, or you can helicopter out. You just have to pay like an additional fee. And I think out of our group of 10, 7 of us are helicoptering and 3 of us are hiking. I will not be hiking. I'm on the helicopter. So tomorrow we're going to be back down 8,000 feet. Hoping that helps me feel better. I've been told that's the remedy to altitude sickness, is just going down lower. So one more rough night up here. Every night we go to sleep and everybody wakes up in the middle of the night like not being able to breathe, so it's pretty terrifying. So one more rough night and then we're out of here. And I'm home. I'm back, everybody. I just think that like the dichotomy between the last clip of me talking to the camera and this one is wildly different. The thing with the Everest Base Camp trek that I didn't really realize while I was on it, but when I'm editing this footage, I'm like, wow, this is so crazy, is like I feel like there was a slow decline where I just got worse and worse every single day, and like I couldn't really tell because you're losing things so slowly over such a long stretch of time that you can't really tell that like, oh, I can't breathe, or oh, I feel really sick. And it wasn't until that last day that like everything kind of hit me. If you didn't see it while you watched it, like literally watch it again and you'll just see slowly in the clips where I'm talking to the camera like I can't breathe and I have to pause to take my breath, or like my lips are purple, or just like a couple different times I was saying the wrong words, or like I couldn't speak. And I don't know if that was just me being exhausted or the altitude or what, but like I probably wasn't as well as it maybe seemed on camera. All things aside, in the end, yes, my group did mostly decide to helicopter down instead of hiking down, which most people do. Our Sherpa said that 60% of people that they trek with decide to helicopter down. It's an additional fee. As sick as I felt on the last day, I didn't feel like I wanted to push my body further than I should. And I'm really glad that I did that, because looking back at this video, like I should not have been even considering walking down. Also, just to put it out there, if you're doing this trek, the helicopter ride back was incredible. It was so cool to see how far we had trekked from a bird's eye view. It like really was the cherry on top for everything. So thank you so much for watching my video. It took a lot of hours to edit everything. It's been a month now of me editing this video. So I'm really hoping you guys enjoyed it. I cannot recommend this experience enough to people who are interested in it. It was so hard and it pushed me in so many different ways, but it was just one of the most incredible experiences of my life. I did already post a video where I answered some questions that you guys had, so if you still have some more questions, check that one out. If not, I am hoping to be doing more treks in the future. If this is something you guys enjoy watching, me traveling and stuff, maybe I'll just become a travel vlogger. I don't know. It's kind of fun. But on the real, thank you guys so much for sticking with me, for supporting me through this trek. It really meant everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.